up, BookTube Nation? I'm Sam here again with A Bear and a Bee Books, and today I thought I would start with might end up being a couple of videos, kind of not really a series, but a thing I want to do. So I know I've mentioned before on my channel that I live in Florida, and let me tell you, it's May and it's really hot already. I know Florida is known in the US as the Sunshine State, but for any of you who've never been here before, yes, we get a lot of sunshine. We also get a lot of rain. So for a long time, I think it's number 2 now, but for a long time, Tampa was the lightning capital of the world as well. So Florida, though very sunny, is also very rainy. So anyway, the reason I'm talking about all this weather is because today I wanted to do a sunny day book recommendations video. So I'm feeling really hot. We've been to the beach already. We've been to the pool at my grandparents' house. We've been to the splash pad at the park. Summer is basically in full swing here in Florida, though humidity hasn't been super gross lately, which I'm really thankful for. But yeah, it's hot, it's sunny. There's lots of hot and sunny time to read in. So yeah, maybe because I live in Florida, there's also lots of rain during summer, so maybe I'll do a rainy day book recommendations too. But for the sunny day book recommendations, which is today, I was thinking that I would do like because I know a lot of people read in different age brackets and some people prefer one to the other. So I thought what I might do is like a YA sunny day book recommendations, a middle grade sunny day book recommendations, and an adult sunny day book recommendations. So today the books I've pulled off my shelves for you are the YA books. I have 5 books today that I want to talk to you about that give me all the sunny vibes. Now the first one I don't have a physical copy of, but I will pop a picture up for you, and that is Jerry Spinelli's Stargirl. Now, bonus about this one, and another one on the list, spoiler, but there's an adaptation, and my absolute favorite thing to do as a reader, because I love movies as well, is to read the book and then watch the adaptation. That just is like, I know Mother's Day is coming up, like anybody wants to think of like the perfect thing for me to do, yes, read a book, watch the movie adaptation. It just makes me so happy, and I love doing it like near each other, you know, so if I finish the book, maybe I'll watch the movie that weekend or something. Don't get a whole lot of movie watching time now as a mom, but I do still really enjoy to pair those two things. It's one of my absolute, not only bookish, but absolute favorite things to do. So in Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli, it features Stargirl, that's her name, and a young man named Leo. And I love this story because it's quirky and beautiful, and it's quiet and loud in all the right places. It's basically about Leo, and he is decided he's just gonna blend in at school, and that is how he's gonna get through, because let's face it, school years can be tough. And then this girl comes, Stargirl, and he wants to know who she is, and he's fascinated by her, and she doesn't follow any of the rules or any of the conventions. She is just a live out loud, do what she wants, knows who she is at such a young age. Is super amazing. I know it probably took me to my 30s to actually like, yes, this is me, you know, like that feeling of empowerment, and this girl has it in school, so hats off. Anyway, she's a lovely character. I loved the story, and I recommend it for, it's kind of like one of those bridge books, so late middle grade, early YA. I think it's really good for kids who are in school, like maybe around 13, 14 years old. And also as an adult, I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful story and I highly recommend. Oh, also, if you like Cinderella, there's kind of a Cinderella moment in the story, no spoilers, but it just made me think of that with the imagery and everything. So next, I want to talk about basically an author, but this is my favorite contemporary of hers that I've gotten to yet. And this is The Distance Between Us by Kasie West. I believe I've read 4 of her books so far, which are all the ones I have on my shelves. One year I went through like a Kasie West binge, just like read all the books I had of hers. So this is a book about a young girl named Cayman, and she works in this town with her mother at her mother's porcelain doll shop. That stuck out to me in this one. Both of my parents were business owners when I was younger, so I kind of thought that was really cool because she kind of helps out at the business shop, and I used to help out occasionally with my mom's business, and so that was kind of cool. So, and of course there's a boy, but there's a definite divide in this town from the regular people and the rich, and the way they live and the people they associate with, and there's kind of all this like social tension in a way, and there are definitely like different groups of people. It's very obvious. Now there is, at the end of this story, I will say you definitely have to suspend disbelief. It's tied up very nicely with a very nice bow, and it is a little hard to believe, but it's really such a joy to read. So it's really just about Cayman and her journey, and you know, she works at her mom's doll shop and she meets a boy and how it goes from there. For me, and I haven't read a lot of YA contemporary, but I've read quite a bit. And Kasie West, if you want light, fluffy, kind to yourself, like contemporary with a love story, she's my favorite. So this is my favorite that I've read by her so far, and I definitely would recommend it as a good summer read. So the next one is one I read a while ago, and this is Little Blog on the Prairie by Kathleen Davitt Bell. And I just love this story when I read it because it's really unique. It's kind of unlike anything else I've read. This is a story about a young girl named Genevieve, and she and her family, they go to this like reenactment place, and it's like you're living like hundreds of years ago, and you have to like get your food, and you know, you don't have the modern conveniences. There's no oven, there's like an old stove oven, but there's no microwave, there's no, you know what I mean, like there's no modern conveniences. And so she has to go there and live as a young girl, which, I mean, that's like, right, like teenagers and their phones and computers, and you know, so but anyway, so she ends up making a blog, and it becomes really popular, and it's all about how like that like grows and what it turns into. And it was just really lovely, and I don't hear a lot of people talk about this one, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, next is also kind of an author recommendation and also adaptation. I haven't seen this one yet. I need to see this one. I haven't seen Stargirl yet either. I need to get to that. But yeah, I was excited to be able to include 2 of those, at least what I know of, in this video for you. So this is Everything Everything. This is by Nicola, Yoon, of course. And I actually just recently read this one for Valentine's Day, or like February. I read her sophomore novel like a long time ago, The Sun Is Also a Star, and I also really liked that one. But I wanted to mention this one because this one gives me definite summer vibes. There's a whole section of this book that you just felt swept away in summer. This is about Madeline, and in this book, Madeline is very sick and she cannot go outside, and she's a young lady growing up, living that way, and there's a house nearby that goes up for sale, and a new family moves in, and of course there's a young man that she happens to see, and she's really intrigued by him. And I don't want to say any more because it's a really short read and it's quite lovely, but it's basically just about her journey and discovering herself and who she is and the world around her. And yeah, it's really good and fast-paced, and it's written really interestingly. There are like some notes and some like I ams, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. Not completely giving away my age, but I remember when like online chat became a thing, and I remember being young and like trying to chat with people online and thinking it was so cool, like you're meeting all these people and stuff. Yeah, so anyway, I really enjoyed this and I highly recommend this. Okay, and finally, my favorite book on this list is Summer of Salt, and this is by Katrina Leno. And this is about two twins, Georgina and Mary, and they live on this island. And I know I've mentioned on my channel before that I grew up on a river, so it kind of had ties to my childhood, which was really nice for me. And I love the setting in this book. But basically, these girls, they're about to like, you know, go away to college and graduate, and it's like all these changes and turning points. And they live at the bed and breakfast and they help their mom. And this family comes to town and it kind of shakes up their whole world. And then in this town, there's a bird that comes every year, and it's very rare, and a lot of people come to see this bird. And then this particular year, the bird goes missing. And so there are some definite trigger warnings in this one. I don't want to say because it is kind of spoilery, but if you have concerns, I would definitely check those out first. There is some beautiful relationship dynamics in this book. And yeah, it's just about these two sisters and like pivotal moments in their life and how they handle that and who they become. And it's absolutely wonderful and I highly recommend it. So those are all my sunny day book recommendations, YA version, for you today. I hope to make another version for you soon. And if there's anything that you would like to see on my channel, please let me know down below. If you're new, hi. And if you're returning, thank you. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm excited for summer. My birthday is in summer, so I've always been, fall is my first favorite, and then summer. I don't know, it's hot and gross in Florida, but there's something about summer that just makes you feel alive and it makes you feel young, and I'm really excited for it. So I hope that you're all taking care of yourself. Thank you for being here with me today. Farewell for now. Bye-bye.